All right, this is our brand new CNC lathe. It was donated to us by Bjorn Borgen. He paid for the machine, and Matt Goosey over at MRS Machining, he paid for the shipping. It was shipped from Singapore, so the shipping was about $5,000. The machine in total is $80,000 to $85,000. I'm not sure on the specific number. Over at MRS Machining, Matty Heenek, one of Matt Goosey's employees, helped me set up the machine and helped me learn how to run the machine this year because we didn't have any previous years to help me. But today I'm running these drum inserts. What they're used for is we get these sanding drums that are used to sand basketball courts, and eventually the inside it wears out. And so what we do is we mill that out and then we thread it, and then we just make these inserts that screw inside, and and it just replaces the inside of the part. And instead of buying a whole new drum, all they have to do is hire us to make this. Right now what I'm doing is I'm running the first operation, which is just this side of the part, just the front profile there. But then later I'll be running the threading side. This year I've made these, I've made like little plastic rollers. I've made about 300 of them. They go to some plant, I'm not sure. But I've also done this project called Hydrofab. It's just like this piece of metal that gets welded on, I'm not sure what onto. But then recently, I also made these ferrules for like files and chisels for Alan Lacer. He's like a woodworking guy, so I made ferrules for him. I also made these like hydraulic fittings. They get welded onto a tank, and then there's a bolt that screws on there, or like a nut that seals it. This is what I made. The actual like aluminum part, I had to make them in aluminum and mild steel. But they did specify a longer part this year. So this part has just about everything you can ask. It's got facing, turning, a little bit of turning, boring and drilling, but yeah, same with this part here.
So we are a machine tool dealer out of Minneapolis, and we support school programs as well as local industry. And so we sell, service, support, and train on CNC equipment, things like that. And we're here as part of the open house as the event sponsor, or main event sponsor, and because we want to continue to support education and connect industry and education, because sometimes there's that little gap between and they don't know what each other needs, and so our role is to kind of help bridge that gap, keep that pipeline going. And one of the things is we work with the Gene Haas Foundation, who provides scholarships to schools, and Gene Haas, the owner of Haas Automation, back in '99 decided to put his own money away and start awarding scholarships to high schools, post-secondary schools, to keep that pipeline going, because he figured, where are we going to get the next generation? So he thought, well, let's just put some money away here and get things going. And so schools can apply for an annual grant, and they also sponsor FIRST Robotics as well. So now competition teams can apply separately from the schools, so they can get a sponsorship for their competition team as well as scholarship grants for the schools, for students going into CNC machining or manufacturing engineering programs. We're always open to it. Of course, we're in the Twin Cities, so we're a little ways away, a couple hours away, but we're always open.
Okay, so we got two VR welders here from CVTC, both used for training and shows and whatnot. Say this is your fancier model over here. Let's say it can do vertical welds, all positions really. So it can also do stick, TIG, MIG. Like It's kind of the Cadillac of VR welders right now.
Hello, my name is Cora from Cardinal Manufacturing. I am the student engineer here. Today we have our 3D printer going. On it we have a heat block that we machined for one of our customers. We have that going in our CNC, so if you guys come down, you guys can check that out as well. Yeah.
Our table today at the Cardinal Manufacturing Open House is to focus on youth apprenticeship. CISA 10 does a wide variety of different things for our school districts, and the focus tonight is youth apprenticeship, which is a work-based learning opportunity and program for juniors and seniors during high school. So the program allows them to work in a whole plethora of career areas and decide whether or not that occupation is something that they would definitely like to go into. They take concurrent instruction with their career and technical education teachers, talented teachers like Craig, and they also earn industry recognized certifications and technical credits as well from their technical colleges. So it's a great program that allows them to have that experience and see if it's something that they'd like to go into.
Okay, so this book, magazine, pamphlet, whatever you want to call it, it was kind of inspired by, we've been building this Cardinal Manufacturing program over the years, and the student-run business model has been working extremely well for us because students are learning technical skills, employability skills, professionalism, how to communicate, problem solve, while they're providing a community service by fixing parts, while they're making money to fund the program. So it works great for us. And we're getting a lot of attention, and people around the state and country continue to come. And we got recognized by the Charles Koch Foundation, came to one of our workshops, and they wanted to see this idea and this model supported and and replicated across the country. So they funded this project where we would put this together. We would write this book, and it's more than just this. It's a series of videos, and it's a new website, and it's just building resources so that any school that would want to maybe go in this direction and consider implementing a student-run business, now we have some resources to try and help. We tell them, go to our website and look at our videos. That's maybe an 8 or 10 minute commitment. And then we have some podcasts you can listen to them, and that's maybe a half hour, an hour. And then you can read this book, which maybe takes a couple of hours. And then we offer all-day workshops on how to go about doing something like this. So we're just providing a resource and a training for any school in the country and actually the world now. We're even working with a school out of Uganda, Africa. But like last week, we had 46 people here, furthest being from Idaho. A week before, we had people from Spokane, Washington here. And so people keep visiting with plans, and we're helping start up student-run businesses around the country. This book is on our website, the digital version. Anybody can go to our website, and anybody can download this and have this book or read it online. So it's accessible. The videos are on our website. The podcasts are on our website. We have a lot of resources, pictures, all that. So first stop, if someone's interested in this, is go to the website, and then after that, contact us. Everything in here, every single thing there's a story behind it. And so this case, it was my friend Todd Barneson, who is a local musician. He plays with the Rattlenecks, and they're all local musicians. They play around here, and so their kids come to school here, so we have those connections, friends with them. Well, he knew Chris and knew of Chris and played with Chris, and those guys know each other, so they connected us and gave Chris a call. Super nice guy. So sure, I'll come down and hang out and sing a few songs and and help you out at your events. So it was awesome to have him.
It's kind of all over the place. A lot of festivals, fairs, county fairs, town fairs, music in the park type stuff, big festivals, and then Cardinal Manufacturing on a Wednesday night in Eleva-Strum High School. My problem is I don't say no because I just like doing stuff. So, well, I just got back from Nashville a couple weeks ago, and I cut some new music down there, and then I've got a studio at home, so I'm always working on new music. Yeah. Yes. Nothing that I really wanted to do yet. I don't know. I don't really want to be gone for months at a time. I've got young kids and all that, so.